Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel. We're back with Black Sails. Last time on, Vane has been captured, Jack has been rescued, and yeah, obviously we all know what happened last time. Let's focus here. Penultimate episode, I'm worried. Penultimate episodes in Black Sails normally means that someone's going to rock the boat somehow, and the current situation, like I say, Vane is captured. Very slim chance of being able to get him out of it. We've got Billy on a mission to try and upset the street to deter that from happening. I don't know if it's going to work. Penultimate episode is just going through my head a lot, and I know that this show likes to throw a spanner in the works when that comes around and do something to take you by surprise, something you do not expect them to do. And there's plenty of people who could have a target on their back right now. One thing I do expect is that whatever happens, I feel like Blackbeard or Teach, or however you want to say his name, I feel like something has to happen where he's going to come back into the fold. I don't know if that's going to be at the top of the episode or at the end of the episode, like it'll be the cliffhanger going into the finale, but I don't know, I feel like that's definitely something that's going to swing round, and it's just a matter of how does that happen? What is going to make him come back to Nassau? And I can only want to think of one thing, and I don't really want to think about it, but so that's where we're at. And I'm sure a lot of you are watching this right now with that expression on your faces of knowing what's going to happen and knowing exactly what I'm going to do when I see it. And, you know, I've just learned at this point to be worried with Black Sails when it comes towards the end of the season that it's going to do something incredible and ballsy, but it might potentially be upsetting. So we'll see what happens. But before we jump into the episode, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy this video, if you enjoy the reaction, if you enjoy the review afterwards, all that good stuff. Just let me know you like it. Helps the channel out, helps it get seen by more people. Also consider subscribing as well. That way you won't miss any future videos, any of the Black Sails, any movie reactions, any gameplay stuff, anything at all. Get notified. You won't regret it, I promise you. It's all good stuff. There is also a Discord server. There's a link in the description down below if you want to hang out with other like-minded, nerdy people who like talking about TV and movies. So that's there if you're interested in that. But that's everything. Let's jump into this episode and see what is ahead of us, shall we?
But it is not the treasure that concerns me most. Charles Vane's sacrifice is in that box, along with my good name.
Putting a lot of pressure on yourself, Jack. There's a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
The next time that chest is opened will be after Anne and I walk away with it.
Alright. I think you can't say fairer than that, although I feel Flint probably has other uses for that treasure. We'll see, though. We'll see.
I understand that the sentence for my crimes is to be hanged by the neck. I might be spared the humiliation of a public trial. Agree to this plea and the governor will endorse it.
Wants to get him killed out of view of everybody else. That's the plan here. Vane's gonna see right through that.
You came all the way down here to ask me to beg for mercy. What a fantasy this must have been for you.
Right?
Well,
You stole my father from me in the dead of night like a rank fucking cutpurse, and you did it because you weren't man enough to face me.
I mean, she's not entirely wrong.
he was a shit.
He was a shit. He was a shit.
Cowardly, selfish, treacherous shit who cared only for himself and for you not at all.
There's a lot of truth going back and forward between these two right now. It's probably healthy for them, though, even though one is facing being hung.
He betrayed you, Eleanor. He promised to deliver you to me. Promised to exchange your life for his.
He was a shit. There's the slap. There's the slap. Oh, and the beating. We got both.
I cannot comprehend what you took from me.
This is very theatrical, this shot.
You are an animal.
Very interesting that they decided to have the light beaming down on Charles and Eleanor in the dark. Interesting choice.
I confined him to his bed.
Find him.
Oh, he's ill.
A few hours ago.
He's ill.
But until I'm able to recover my health, I'll ask that all information you need to relay to me be done through Miss Guthrie here. Thank you all. Go away.
Could it be the sickness that gets him, huh?
You still see some credibility in the idea. Are you fucking kidding me? You said it would work. Well, certainty of...
Going for like a power slide? Is that what we're doing here? Oh my god, it's so shallow. It's so shallow. It's the pirate Tokyo Drift. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. I think it has actually pulled off successfully.
Bring us up the coast, we'll deploy our men onto the sand, and then march them into... engage.
Or not. We might be outnumbered.
Jesus. The first order of business, for which I will need your help, is rescuing Captain Vane.
Rescuing?
Oh man, here we go. Go for the ballsy play.
So we need to make sure they don't ship him out. Not tomorrow, not ever.
How do we keep him off the ship?
By making sure people give a shit about it.
Alright, Billy. What you're here to do. Let's see you do it.
What happened to him?
It was all a misunderstanding.
Flint's like, what the fuck happened while I was away? What?
And Dobbs assaulted him. But it's been sorted. Dooley and Wayne administered a beating. The message was received, I'm quite certain. Sorted.
Flint's face. It's like, what's going on? The control freak in him is just like raging to the surface. Like, how did this happen and I knew nothing about it?
The governor wants them to believe that Charles Vane is the cause of all their ill. It's a lot easier to watch a man swing if you're comfortable hating him just a little bit. His task is to start reminding everyone there's someone else out there that they're far more comfortable hating.
When I sent for you, there were approximately 20 of them. In 10 minutes, it has grown twofold.
What is he saying?
Plan's working.
I warned you. The closer you let me get to you, the more dangerous I would be.
Everyone seems to learn that the hard way, Emma.
If it had gotten out, you would likely be stranded back in Nassau.
So you sent the Vanguard to make sure that he understood this?
To prevent him from getting any ideas about doing it again.
That's not why you did it.
Really? Would you like to tell me why I did it then?
He gave you a look that amounted to something less than contrite. And in that moment, you felt it. Darkness.
There it is again. Now Flint is being the therapist to John Silver.
You must learn to know its presence well, so that you may use it, rather than it use you.
Oh dear.
You have some experience with this.
Yeah, just a bit. He's trying to mentor you, John. He's trying to mentor you. That was a good scene between the two of them. Again, more people spouting some truths at each other that needs to be done. And now we've lost Scott as well. That sucks. Really, you know, I sort of have missed Scott's presence in the show because ever since he's sort of, like, his role got diminished quite a bit. But now it's linked to this whole other avenue.
The governor has scrapped his plans to move Captain Vane off the island and then scheduled an accelerated trial for the captain here in Nassau.
Shit.
Oh, God.
In the middle of the night.
Oh,
last night. It's already
Jesus.
They appointed a judge, they impaneled a jury. It was over before anyone knew it began. They mean to hang him today.
Oh, God. Oh, Billy. Billy, you got to do something. You've got to do something quick. That's what she was talking about. She wasn't just talking about having to do the trial here. She was like, hey, I'm just going to fucking hang him right here, right now.
This is no attempt to circumvent the law. Indeed, the governor felt that it was necessary in order to protect it.
The governor didn't do shit, alright? I don't know. You need...
It was a hard choice.
You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now.
It is a different experience. What you may imagine it being.
Well, this isn't looking good. The way that this is being filmed.
Surely a man like you has faced death before.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Whatever remorse I have or do not have is my own. That I choose not to share it with you.
I am a shepherd, sent to help you find a path to God's forgiveness.
A shepherd? You are the sheep.
He has some fucking good lines. Look at this. Compare what I was saying about Charles Vane in episode 1, in that first video, to where we are now. How has this happened? Don't get me wrong, I still fully understand that Vane is not a good guy. But whatever he is, this whole situation that's happening right now is... yeah.
Ready, they're about to start the news. I know, just... wait.
And then God's will be done again.
Oh, God. Oh, I knew it. The way they were shooting this isn't... I think he knows. I think Vane knows that him being hung here is probably the best thing for them. Because he knows the way that this has come about is... shit.
They brought me here today because they fear you. Because they know that my voice, the voice that refuses to be enslaved, once lived in you. They brought me here today to show you death. And use it to frighten you into ignoring that voice. To fear death is a choice. And they can't hang us all. Get on with it, motherfucker.
Oh my God. Oh, this sucks. But he knows that this is the best option. Fuck. God damn it. He's gonna stare right at her. He's gonna stare right at her as it happens. Oh, fucking damn it. In fact, they just do it so, like, matter of fact as well. Oh. Yep, no one's cheering anymore. No one is cheering anymore. Eleanor, you've gone fucked up. Big time. You've helped literally no one but yourself in this moment.
The resistance in Nassau is now underway.
There it is.
I understand your tactical deployment of the Walrus. I also understand you intend to place your Mr. de Groot in command of her.
Jack's gonna be like, yo, pick me.
Are you suggesting a better replacement?
Me?
Yep. Yep, indeed. Let him do it. Let him do it. Good. Good, good, good.
I know this enemy, Commodore. I know his mind. Your force is factored into his thinking. He has planned for it. If he expects your force, then we must send that which he does not expect.
Eleanor has just become the full-on big bad of this whole thing. Oh, here we go. Blackbeard time. Gonna tell him Vane was hung.
The pirate he hanged in the square, to underscore his point, was Charles Vane.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Blackbeard. Come on, Blackbeard. Go full ham.
What do you want to do about it?
Burn it to the ground along with Spain, more than likely. Alright, that's it. Blackbeard coming in. Oh, there's so much to process with that one. Fuck. Oh, okay. Black Sails, Season 3, Episode 9. Yep, pretty much as I expected. It threw that spanner. It didn't just throw the spanner, threw the toolbox in there, didn't it, really? So we have to start with the Vane thing here. Like, okay, where to start with it? Like, Vane being taken out of the show in a way that is so just... like, it was pitch perfect in terms of how they executed it. Like, in terms of getting across the point of, A, Vane basically being a sacrifice to stir, like, the resentment within these people who have been sort of overthrown and invaded, sort of, and just turned into something that they're not by nature. And, you know, and they're being told it's for their own good. Like, doing it in such a way where his death is so just matter of fact, in your face, this is what it is, just adds to that resentment of this new power that has taken over the island. And I think it's done that way for the audience as well. Like, it's done with no kind of pomp or circumstance. It is just There's a guy hanging. That's what happens. Twitch out. Isn't pretty. Isn't a good way to go. And I think it helps you, the audience, kind of understand what everyone in that square is feeling, especially since, you know, we've been with these characters for as long as we have, and we know them and what they want and their true natures, albeit, you know, some of them have quite dark natures, and Charles Vane is included in that. There is a dark nature to him, but it's coming from a place of people who want their freedom and don't want to have someone else's rule dictating who they get to be and what they get to be. And, you know, it comes from a place where I think everyone can relate to, though. No one likes the idea of someone telling them you can't be this because we say so, essentially. No one likes that, and Vane is the perfect martyr, I suppose, to sort of upheave any kind of revolution. Like, and he knew, like, I had a feeling, but based how they were shooting it, like the introduction to the hanging of him coming into the square, and it was done in the way that they did it, it was, you know, I felt like the red flags were going up. Like, there was like, this is it, this is how it goes. And it did start to clock with me that I think Vane understands that the best way he can help save his home is if he dies in front of all the people that he wants to be free, and makes them understand the situation as it is. I feel like Blackbeard's gonna flip out, because for all intents and purposes that was his son, the person he deemed to be his child. And the other side to this whole thing is that the governor is going to get all this blame put onto him. Like, this was his choice. He decided that we're going to just do this rush put together trial that was clearly like calling it legal is like, what? And now he's hung like he's got so much shit on his doorstep now, thanks to Eleanor. And I don't know, like the fact that Eleanor has now really become kind of the face of our big bad of the show. Like, I didn't see that coming at all, which, you know, honestly, I probably should have done, because this is more or less what she always wanted from the very beginning of the show. She wanted to be in a position of power and to have a rule of this island where it was legitimate. They didn't have to worry about pirates like causing shit for them, you know, all that stuff. Like, all of this stuff has been seeded since the beginning in terms of what Eleanor wanted, and now she feels like she's in a place that that she can achieve it. And I mean, to be fair to the show, it had me doubting it, because throughout this season I've been like, is she just playing an angle? Is she just trying to do this in order to get it back to the way it was with her on top? But the truth of the situation is that she's has used this to get back into a position of power, but it's a different kind of power. It's like she's trying to make it into a dictatorship of sorts where she can rule it without fear of any kind of revolution or people like causing trouble for her, like her having to stoop to tactics like assassinations and stuff like that, operating in the shadows, because she's got like a garrison of soldiers. Like, yo, if you cause trouble, we will just shoot you. So she is literally the bad guy in the show right now. And I should have seen it coming, because, you know, that was part of her character from the very beginning, and I just fell into denial, clearly. The other thing I really liked about the episode was just the way certain scenes were shot. Like the scene between Vane and Eleanor in the jail cell at the start, like, filmed really theatrically, like with the two of them, with him sitting in the beam of light coming down and her in the corner of the room. It was almost like watching a stage play, honestly, like how they framed that shot, how the actors were performing in the scene. Like, it just felt like a stage play. It felt very stripped back, but yet very, like, there's clear visual storytelling going on with the light beaming down on Charles as someone who is fighting for freedom. But yeah, that's the really serious stuff in the episode. Like, I think it was really well handled. It was built up really well. And yeah, like I said, I don't know how the show's going to feel without Vane in it going forwards, but that's the adventure we're going on, I suppose. As for the rest of it, loved the Tokyo drift onto the beach with the ship. That was great. Just a big old ballsy play that John Silver came up with, and Flint was like, well, it's kind of the best idea, so I guess we'll do it. That was fun. And then the other, actually, think about it, the other great thing, whilst Vane and Eleanor were having these truth battles going on between the two of them, we had John and Flint having truth battles, like, as Flint has swapped roles with Silver, where Silver was trying to help Flint get out of his darkness and trying to get him over his grief and the fact that that was making Flint make these very foolhardy choices where he was putting people and his own life on the line. And now it's flipped, and Flint is now becoming the mentor to John as he sees the same darkness that he's been wrestling with going into John's psyche, and like trying to like help him. Like, you have to make sure you can control it, and you're making the smart choices. Don't let it make you make stupid choices just out of anger or hatred, and because that's how things will fall apart around you if you let it do that. And Flint has experience with that, and Silver has seen that experience, so hopefully Silver will take those words and use them. But I feel like there is a chance of a slippery slope for Silver. But it was an interesting setup, and it was just good to see the two of them just sort of talk it out for a bit. So that was good. I enjoyed that scene as well. We also lost Scott as well in this episode. Again, I said in the reaction that it felt like Nassau had its figurehead killed, which will inspire its people to fight for what they believe to be the right thing. And Scott dying on this island will, you know, hopefully cause people there to go, hey, we've got to stand up to this and do what we have to do in order for us to be free and all that good stuff. So I feel like it was very well done that both sides of this sort of partnership now might see eye to eye more than they ever have, thanks to, like I say, their figureheads in a way. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, just an overall really good episode. Like, it was well filmed, well written. All of it was good. It just checked all those boxes. So I have nothing but praise for this episode. I mean, obviously, it's like gut-wrenching that we have to lose two really cool characters. But in terms of how that affects the story, it couldn't have been done any better, I don't think. As for moving forward, where could we possibly be going? Obviously, we're prepping for this war. We're gonna get some sort of battle, it looks like, where the Navy are coming, along with Eleanor's sort of Hornigold and Co coming with them to sort of take on this new island. Flint has got a plan. He's got Jack captaining the walrus while he leads the sort of land army. I'm excited. I want to see Jack prevail. I want to see Flint prevail. Like, I feel like the odds have been against them quite a lot throughout this season, and I think we need that turnaround, especially after Vane's sacrifice. We need something to go spectacularly well, and I'm really hoping this is it. And obviously, Blackbeard coming in. So my hope is that whilst the sort of naval forces and Hornigold and all that are going in for Flint, they're going to forget all about Blackbeard. Blackbeard's going to come to Nassau, and yeah, that's going to be the shit show that's going to take place there. That's my best guess, but I'm excited to see it. But I have to wait till next week, unfortunately. But yeah, solid episode, really good. Look forward to the next one. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me know you liked it. It helps it get seen by more people, all of that good stuff. And also consider hitting the subscribe button so then you don't miss any future videos. All the good stuff, get notified, etc. You know, it's just helpful. It's just a nice thing to do. But other than that, hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one.